What's going on, guys? J-Hoy back with you today. Today, in the background, like normal, we have Hockey Ultimate Team gameplay. And today, we got an interesting topic to talk about. And like always, we got some gameplay. We're going to put it in the background and we're going to talk about it. So today, like most days, I was, waking up, looking on Twitter, trying to find some interesting topics to look at and read about and all the other good stuff that people normally do on their social media. And today I saw something interesting. Now, yesterday the Senators had put forward Phil Varone on waivers and he ended up clearing today. However, I looked through the comments just to see what people are saying, because that's probably one of my favorite things to do, is to look at people's comments on professional teams, their replies, and just to see what people are saying. And today I saw two things. Now, the second thing I'm going to talk about in a different video, but the first thing is the Sens are starting to panic a little bit. Now, people are saying, their top line of Hoffman, Turris, and Stone, they aren't scoring as much as they probably should, and their second line isn't doing that great, and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, well, you have a major part of that top six in Clark MacArthur injured, so that doesn't help. So you're kind of looking for a fill-in guy to be there. And then you have, a third line who's playing pretty well for, being a third line. Then you have some defensive struggles, and, your power play and penalty kills always, been a problem. And, you have a ton of stuff to, talk about, why you think the Senators aren't doing nearly as good. But there was a couple things that I saw more specifically that I wanted to talk about. So the first thing is the Toronto Maple Leafs today announced that they have placed winger Lon McCallick on waivers in order to be sent to the Marlies. And when I saw that, the first thing I thought of was, the Senators didn't want to get rid of him in the first place. Maybe they put in a waiver claim on him and, try to get a top six winger back. However, the main problem there is the cap hit of $4 million. Now, $4 million for a guy who's going to be a fill-in player for the rest of the year, probably not going to stick with the team, and probably just going to be released after the year. Probably not the smartest of moves. However, he's a good, fill-in for now, or what could be a good fill-in, and could be on your top six. Maybe, you try him out some other places, and he might fit in, again. However, I don't feel like they're going to do that, like I said, because of the salary cap, and, Clark MacArthur, you don't know when he's going to be back, if he's going to retire. He said he doesn't want to, but it might be time for him, and you just never know what's going to happen. So, however, McCulloch is a pretty decent option for the Sens. I don't feel like they're going to go for it. And the second thing that I saw with that was they're starting to, say a bunch of, let's change around the lines and demote this guy and call up that guy and all this other stuff. If you guys didn't know, Curtis Lazar has been playing in the AHL for a little bit to come back from mono, recover, get back into game shape, get his conditioning to where it probably should be for playing in the NHL. Now, Lazar, however, he's looked good, but I don't think he's just ready yet. Maybe another couple of games he might be ready. With Varone being placed on waivers yesterday and clearing today, you might think, Lazar probably coming back up and will probably fill back into that third line role. So now the other thing I saw was, who's going to fill in for Clark MacArthur on the second line. Well, Zach Smith seems to be the likely favorite. However, I don't feel like he's going to be that guy for too long. Because if you guys remember, back to Andrew Hammond's amazing playoff run where he only lost one game in like 25 games or whatever it was. And he did absolutely amazing. He got us to the playoffs and then choked really hard. Well, I feel like it's a similar situation with Zach Smith. Last year was his biggest career year at 36 points in 81 games, followed with 25 goals and 11 assists. It is career high in goals and 1 assist off from his career high in assists and career high in totals. However, Zach Smith, was playing on a second line with a very, very injured team last year. Now that, the line was, Pajot, Zach Smith, and Mark Stone. Well, Pajot is on the third line. Zach Smith should be on the third line, but he's not. He had Smith, third line, Pajot, third line, and you have Stone, who's playing on the first line. That was last year when they were trying to get Ryan and Hoffman to work. They just weren't really clicking well, as a first line, your third, fourth line. So they had that line of, Smith, Pajot, and Stone to fall back on. However, you're not going to see that again, right? Zach Smith is been in the league 8 years. He's 28 years old, and he's gonna be an unrestricted free agent this year. He's probably gonna want a lot of money, which I don't really, agree with. Like, he's had a really good year, last year, but what's he gonna do this year? That's my main question. They're trying to make him fill in for, Clark MacArthur. However, you gotta look at some other options while you're doing that. You had three not big names, but three guys that were probably gonna fill in that spot a little bit better than Zach Smith, being, Phil Veroni, who eventually got sent down to the AHL. You have Ryan Dzingel, who's still up there, who is in their top 4 in scoring, doing very well playing in the 3rd and 4th line. And then you had Matt Pumple. Now, since Dzingel and Pumple are the only two left up there, the two guys I want to talk about the main part of. Right, so Matt Pumple was drafted in 2011. They wanted him to be the next big offensive threat, left wing for them. Never really became that because he never really got the opportunity. He's been in the AHL, putting up points there. He had a very good rookie year, 30 goals. He absolutely dominated in his rookie year. Then he kind of slowed down a little bit in, the points department. The second year kind of got his progress, played a little bit more of a two-way game instead of just, an offensive threat game. And he's never really gotten back to that, offensive form. And with that, he's been, like I said, he's been in the AHL, playing obviously on the top line minutes. So he made the team out of training camp. They haven't played him as much as they should have. Now, if you look at a guy like Ryan Dzingel, he's playing about 10 minutes per night on average. He's playing probably better than some of the top 6. With Pumple, only being in 1 game and supposed to be that guy that was supposed to fill in MacArthur, and they're not really giving him a good, opportunity there. I feel like you need to do something else other than doing that. You need to give guys more of an opportunity to do something. Make guys earn it. Make guys, put them in a spot where they might feel a little bit more comfortable. And instead of playing an offensive threat on the 4th line, try him on the 3rd line. If you have guys that are clicking together, try him out there. If 2 other guys are clicking, you might be able to add that 3rd guy and be able to, create a good line there, for a game or a couple of games. And if you have to swap them, the next game, do so. But give some, people some opportunities in order to try to succeed. That's all I really want to talk about in this video, guys. But there will be a part 2 as there's some trades that people were talking about. So as there's going to be a part 2, I'm going to leave it off with this. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like. Comment what you guys think down in the comment section below and subscribe for more. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later.